Ta-da! Right, well, welcome. I'm wearing my helmet, so in case I get a dodgy reflection of me, but hopefully you can hear me all right. This is my beautiful Thruxton 900. Try not to get too many shadows on you. There we go. Needs a clean. There's the new rear tyre. Ta-da! And yeah, nice side pods, etc, etc. So should we start with some stats? She has about, by the book, she has 69 brake horsepower, but what with my exhaust and air administrations, she now has probably about 72, 73 with just over 50 foot-pound of torque. She's an 865cc parallel twin, but rounded up to 900 for the name. Bar end mirrors, as you can see. 18-inch front wheel, 17-inch rear wheel, slightly wider at the back, and it's a 140 section rear wheel. I have the stock suspension. I did have Hagon 2810s, but they were for the Bonneville, so they were about 2 centimeters too short. So I found it lost a bit of its flickability because it was too stable, so I put the stock ones back on. Shall we start from the front with mods I've made? How's that? So I have done indicators and fork gaiters. A bit more classic look, but the indicators aren't, but that's for neatening up the front end. I haven't done anything with the horn, and some people move this reg rec to the horn and then you use a bracket and the horn gets moved lower. What I have done, if you can see it, I'll put on an Evotech sump guard and an Evotech radiator guard. All comes as one for 70 quid, whereas the Triumph sump guard on its own is 80 quid. So I reckon I saved a bit there, and makes no difference as far as I'm concerned. For the oil cooler there, I say radiator guard, it's an oil cooler really, because it's not liquid cooled, it's air cooled. They come with the black bar risers, which look quite nice, but it almost means that I want to have a black handlebar because I've got a black yoke. So we'll have a think about that, or triple tree or whatever it's called. And it does have adjustable front suspension, but that's just preload, not dampening. Switch gears as you'd expect, engine start and engine kill switch on the right, and on the left full beam, dipped beam, indicators and horn. No flash button, but you don't really need it with this kind of bike. Dials, you've got the tack and you've got 2 trips, and it's very nice, it works very well. Then we come down to, I have put knee pads on, which is good for if you're not wearing leather trousers, because otherwise jeans and things slip. I have put a black cam cover on when it was a chromate colour, like that. So I've made the engine a bit blacker. I've put on these throttle body covers. They're designed to look like cars, but they're not. They are throttle bodies, and they're branded. And with the grooving, they look a bit like the cylinder head. That was the idea behind that. I also got a branded oil filler cap. There we go. And I've put a drilled sprocket cover on because it was shiny silver like that. So the overall effect of the blackening is just to dull it out a bit really. There is my Triumph Owners Club sticker. I've got the gel seat because the original dug into my thighs here, but this is much spongier, but it looks exactly the same as the old one, and it came with this seat cowl. Moving to the back, I put the indicators there. Some people put them at the top of the rear suspension there, so they're further back. And I've put that Union flag sticker on. I haven't removed the pillion pegs. And I've put British Customs exhausts on the back, as you can see. So they look original, but the bore is much bigger. And they sound the nuts. Trying to avoid shadows here, you see. And there it is there from the back. And there's the bike from the back. Does look absolutely gorgeous. Moving around to this side, I have the same cover on the throttle body, branded, and I put a branded choke knob. Now that's not a true choke, it is a fast idle knob that you pull out on first start. You also pull it out a bit whenever you start the engine, even when it's warm, just to help the ECU wake up, really. You can get one of these clutch brackets branded, but I couldn't be bothered because I just thought actually it gets a lot of elements on it, so what's the point? So that's my bike. Hurrah! Now, I could still do quite a lot to it, but I'm quite happy at the moment with the way it is without spending any more money on it. But it does look, I hope you agree, absolutely gorgeous. You can get it in different colours, British Racing Green, which they've branded Brooklands Green. And I got the personalised number plate of Tango 900 because it's a Thruxton 900. But yeah, you can change the suspension, you can change the springs in the front forks to more progressive type things, although I think progressive is also a trademark brand. You can get different levers, different fuel cap. You can get a Monza fuel cap, which is the flip up one that looks really cool, or you can get one that's recessed, so it's pretty much flat level with the tank, which looks pretty cool, but again it's more money which I can't afford at the moment. Okay, so let's start her up and see what you think. This is going to be interesting, trying to balance my iPhone to record, but anyway, that's my beautiful bike, and I think it looks gorgeous from any angle, and it's great fun to ride. Hurrah! Okay, time for some noise. So there you go, there's my bike, Captain Rambunctious's bike. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, that's what it sounds like, and hopefully we'll be out on a ride out soon. Tally bally ho! Pip pip!